Is Indiana in the Morning, presented as always by First Commonwealth Bank here on WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Now, there's a wonderful group here in Indiana County. I just became aware of them not so long ago, the Indiana County Community Support Program. Carla Schaefer is with us. She, of course, is with IRMC and with the Community Support Group, and you brought some others with you today. Carla, good morning.
Good morning.
You have a big event coming up, don't you?
We do, yes. The Community Support Program has been working hard to put together the Mental Health Awareness in the Park event. Mm-hmm. In years past, we have celebrated Mental Health Awareness Month in May with a proclamation in front of the county courthouse and an awareness walk. And this year, we're adding a mental health fair at IRMC Park. We're proud to be able to expand this event. The Community Support Program, the goal of that is to promote mental health awareness and recovery in our community. And this event is kind of our kickoff for Mental Health Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk to Kendra Cruz from the New Beginning Drop-In Center, and she's going to tell us all about this event. Kendra, good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's good to have you with us.
Thank you. On behalf of the Indiana County Community Support Program, we would like to extend an invitation to the community to join us at IRMC Park for Mental Health Awareness Month. And we are having the event that Carla was talking about, where we will meet at the courthouse at 11:30. We will have a proclamation at the courthouse with Mr. Mayor Hood, Commissioner Baker. And we'll actually have a speaker talking about mental health recovery and substance abuse that they have been through.
Mm-hmm. We should tell folks this is May 3rd.
Yes, yeah. It is May 3rd.
Which is a Thursday morning.
Yes. Mm-hmm. After the proclamation, we'll have a small walk from the courthouse down to 7th Street to IRMC Park. And we will also have a health fair at IRMC Park. Mm-hmm. There we'll have some speakers. We'll talk about nutrition crisis and the stigma on mental health recovery.
Okay. All right. Mr. Mayor Hood is with us as well. Mayor George Hood, Indiana Borough. Mayor Hood, I know this is something that is very close to your heart, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Todd. And thank you very much for having us here.
Our pleasure.
And yes, May 3rd, we are going to have the celebration starting at the courthouse. And like Kansas said, we're going to do the walk down to 7th Street, and then we'll be coming back to 7th Street to IRMC Park. And I wish that people in the community would become more supportive and more active in the mental health. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's really been an issue here of late, and we need more people to be fighting mental health.
Yeah, the mental, especially we see it every day now, all across the nation, manifesting itself in many ways. There was a shooting last night, yesterday, I should say, that is directly laid to that. There was a shooting in Florida in a school again last week. Yeah. Somebody who committed the shooting, he shot down. This man actually shot at the door of a school building, and when the police showed up, threw down his gun and said, "I'm mentally ill. Arrest me." Yeah. It manifests itself in so many different ways, and it's something that you're right. Everybody needs to get involved in.
Well, I appreciate what you do for us too, and I just hope the community could step up and do a little bit more for mental health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kendra, let's talk a little bit more about the event itself. You said you're going to have speakers, and you'd love to have a lot of people show up and really kick this thing off well for the month of May.
Right. As Carla said, we've had this in the past, and it has been growing steadily. And since its inception, this year will be our biggest one yet. So we're hoping that with everyone's help, it'll be the best. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. We're going to actually have refreshments, giveaways, and door prizes at the event as well. So it's a free event, and it's open to the public. No registration is required for this.
I'm looking at the flyer for the event itself. It's a free event, by the way, and we need to make sure that people know that. Mm-hmm. The actual event, the health care vendors will be there until 3 o'clock that afternoon.
Yes, they will be there around noon, and then they will be there till about 3 o'clock. So we also want to let other agencies know, or vendors that would be interested in being part of this event, that they can actually go to our Indiana County Facebook page and register on Eventbrite to join this event. They'll go to at Indiana County CSP on the Facebook page, and they can register.
Mm-hmm. All right. Carla Schaefer, let's bring you back into the conversation as well. The flyer mentions a representative of BDHP. What is that?
That's the Armstrong, Indiana Behavioral and Developmental Health Program. Mm-hmm. They have been a part of this event for years, so they also speak in front of the courthouse following the proclamation to talk about efforts in the community and things like that. They're always interested in getting feedback from the community as far as future planning for programming. So we really encourage consumers and their families to come to this event, to be part of it. Has a lot of important figures all in one place in front of the courthouse in the morning. And there's usually opportunity for people to speak up and share their stories and their concerns. So we really do want support from the community for this event.
There's power in words, and there's one particular word on the flyer that I'm looking at. And sometimes you get into conversations about issues and they stop with the identification of the issue. There's a mental health problem. The word that I want to focus on is there's a speaker on mental health recovery. And the recovery process is the puzzling part that everybody is so concerned about and is working on.
Yes, that is absolutely true. With this, we can show that everybody that is in recovery, like Carla said, we could talk about that as well. We want to let you know that there are people in substance abuse recovery that can also benefit from this as well. Mm-hmm. We will have vendors for substance abuse agencies as well as mental health.
Yeah. The Indiana County Community Support Program itself, Carla, is a pretty wide-based organization, isn't it? You've got people from a lot of different areas.
Absolutely, yes. A lot of different agencies are involved. Anybody who has any interest in mental health and substance abuse in the community or working with those populations. So there really is a lot of agency involvement in this group. And we encourage consumers and their families to be a part of it because they do have a voice. So if they participate in this group, they can share their concerns and their issues with people who are truly listening and who can make changes in the community. So it's very important for us to get consumers and families aware and involved. And this event is a big step in that direction to make sure that people know that we're here and what we do. We actually have over 20 vendors registered to set up tables at this event. So anyone who comes can get access to a lot of information about mental health conditions, substance abuse, and services that are available in the area.
Yeah, for people who are not aware of those services, and we think about somebody who was listening this morning who has somebody within their family unit or with their work unit or whatever it happens to be, people that they know who they feel are really in need of help. They need to find some mental health services. What's the best avenue for them who do they, they're going to sit there and they're going to say, I don't know who to call, where to go. What's the best thing that they should do?
Well, a lot of times we suggest that people start with their primary care physician. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, especially in this community, have stayed with their same physician for many years. So it's always a good place to start to ask your physician for help and guidance. Indiana County has a fantastic mental health program. So there are crisis services available 24 hours a day. So there's a crisis hotline that they can call if they're experiencing a crisis. They can also always call 911 in the event of a mental health crisis. There are a lot of avenues for getting mental health treatment, access to treatment. There are many providers in this area, and all it takes is a phone call to get help. All
right. Mr. Mayor?
One thing I might add to this, Todd, is when I got involved in this committee and this meeting always took place at different places, at drop-in centers on campus and all this and that. Many years ago now, probably 10, 15 years ago, I proposed to council and they agreed that this group, nonprofit group, mental health, does meet the first Thursday of the month in the municipal building in the council chambers. Mm-hmm. And I invite anybody that wants to come to be in the audience. Fine, we've got 77 chairs we can take care of. and then other people sit around the council tables.
Yeah.
It's first Thursday of the month, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock in the
You're out of
afternoon.
there by 3.
Now, for this event coming up, this is going to be on the first Thursday of the month at 11:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Carla, is it still going to meet at 1 o'clock that day?
This event actually takes place of the community support program meeting for
Okay.
May. So every year we have this event in place of that meeting.
Very good. Carla, Kendra, Mr. Mayor, we thank you all for coming in to visit with us today.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you very
Pleasure.
much.
The event again is May 3rd, 11:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. You'll start actually at the Indiana County Courthouse with the proclamation, and then by 12 o'clock you'll be walking down a block to IRMC Park on North 7th. It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank here on WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.